welcome back to the channel. I am Swati Jain and in this video I am going to share all the places that you shall be visiting on the Mount Kailash Yatra. But before starting with the video, let me share a couple of things with you. I visited the abode of Lord Shiva back in August 2018 and travelled to Nepal. So every destination that I am going to mention in this video is going to be through the Nepal. Though I have already made individually detailed video on every destination where I have not only shared about the place but I have also shared the required tips that you need. I am going to share the links of those videos in the description section below. So in case you want to know more about those places, make sure you go and check them out.
My journey of Kailash Mansarovar Yatra started from Delhi, from where I took a morning flight to Kathmandu. We reached Kathmandu by the afternoon, after which we checked in into our hotel. Generally, we have about a half a day to explore Kathmandu, where I personally covered Pashupatinath temple and the evenings at Thamel. Next morning was supposed to be a long drive of about 10 hours to reach the last village of Nepal, just before the China border. The plan was to cross the China border the very next morning, as the border gets closed early for the lunch. But one thing about travel is that you need to be prepared for all the unexpected circumstances. While we were gearing up to leave from Kathmandu, it rained, and the heavy rains followed us throughout our road journey. We faced landslides which prompted us to change our plans, and we decided to stay at Ruswa village, which was about 2 hours away from our original planned destination. Be mentally prepared that the road trip can get difficult at some point of time. Next morning from Ruswa, we left early to clear the Chinese immigration. Now the road from the last village of Nepal to China immigration is motorable, but it was blocked due to the massive landslide when we were ready to leave for our immigration. Now the landslides are usual on this route, so you will have to walk for about 45 minutes to reach the China-Nepal border. There are porters available who would charge about 600 rupees in Nepali for a bag, but since we could carry it ourselves, we didn't hire any porter. Chinese immigration is easy if your guide has got a good reputation with the officials. Make sure you declare your camera or any gadget in front of them. Also refrain from carrying any book or pic of Holiness Dalai Lama. And delete all social media apps from the phone. Once you shall enter the China boundary, there are going to be checks at every corner. But the seemingly beautiful landscape will get you going. The first stop on the Mount Kailash route will going to be the border town Keyrong, a seemingly small town but mesmerizing enough, with views of snow-laden mountain on a clear day. Generally, every group stays here for a day. The second stop on the route of Kailash Mansarovar Yatra will going to be Saga. Saga is the largest administrative town on this route. Also, it is at Saga where the maximum pilgrims get sick due to the sudden altitude gain. So keep your movement to the bare minimum after reaching Saga. After Saga, we proceeded towards the Mansarovar lake, but not before getting stuck in the series of landslides. Generally, you shall be staying at Mansarovar lake for a day, which includes the parikrama of the lake through the bus. After Lake Mansarovar, we proceeded towards the Taklakot, another administrative town on this route. Taklakot is generally a stoppage point for those who opt for the helicopter rides. From Taklakot, we went to Tachin, passing through the Lake Mansarovar and Rakshas Tal. The town of Dachin is from where you shall see the south face of Mount Kailash. It is from Dachin that the parikrama around Mount Kailash starts. On the first day of Kailash parikrama, you shall pass through the Yamdwar, the west face of Mount Kailash, and the day will end at Derapok, which is the north and the most prominent face of Mount Kailash. On the day 2, you shall pass through Dolma Pass, which is the highest pass on the entire Kailash Mansarovar Yatra route. After Dolma Pass, you shall cross Gaurikund and the day shall end at Zutulpuk. Day 2, you shall pass some of the rugged landscape on this route. It's going to be a really long walk of about 8 to 9 hours. So those who walk slow, make sure that you hire a pony till Dolma Pass, which is the most challenging walk in this entire route. Day 3 of Kailash Parikrama ends with a short trek from Zutulpuk to Dachin. On the way back, you drive straight from Dachin to Saga and Saga to Kirong. Clearing immigration the next day morning, you drive straight to Kathmandu. Whosoever have visited the abode of Lord Shiva and completed the parikrama around Mount Kailash comes back with a changed heart. It's truly a lifetime experience.